Hi, I'm Rachel White. Welcome to the Golden Hour, a content series from us here at the Horizon League. On this week's episode, we talked to Kobe Mosley, our McLendon Fellow here in the office, about the upcoming John McLendon celebration and his future plans. Hi, I'm Rachel White. Welcome to the Golden Hour. I'm joined here by my colleague,
Kobe Mosley.
And we're going to talk a little bit about our upcoming McLendon celebration and Kobe's role in the league office. So let's just start with that, Kobe. What is your job title here at the Horizon League, and how did you get here to the league office?
Yeah, so it's actually my second title with the Horizon League. My first one was a graduate assistant, and now I'm privileged to be the McLendon Fellow with the Horizon League doing communications and messaging.
Let's talk a little bit about what the McLendon Leadership Initiative is. A lot of people maybe aren't familiar. So what is the program, and what's all involved for you as a fellow in the program?
Yeah, so the program I'm doing now, it's within two different sects of the John McLendon Foundation. The Minority Leadership Initiative is what I'm doing in the fellowship through that. It has different positions throughout the nation, and mine just happens to be in communications. It allows young professionals within the college athletics realm to get chances that they might not have been afforded to before, and allows them to learn, under great leaders like yourself and throughout the entire college landscape. So yeah.
It's really exciting. You're actually our third McLendon Fellow as well. We had Maddie on the podcast a few weeks ago, and then Joseph Thomas was our McLendon Fellow last year. So excited to have you this year as our third. Kobe, obviously the McLendon celebration coming up. Some people don't know too much about Coach McLendon. Can you help educate some of them a little bit on what he did, who he was, his legacy?
Definitely. So John McLendon, I don't feel like a lot of people know him as a basketball coach, but he's more than that. He was a philanthropist. He was an educator. He was the first African-American coach to coach also not only in college ranks but in the pro as well. He was a protege of the inventor of basketball, named Naismith. And our connection to him, obviously, he was coach at Cleveland State, but he also coached at different HBCUs and coached, like I said, in the pro ranks with Cleveland as well. And he just was an advocate for, furthering the diversity within college athletics and basketball.
Absolutely. What kind of experiences have you been able to gain through your participation with the foundation this year?
Yeah. So I'll start with, one of my first days as a McLendon Fellow was actually in Portland, Oregon. Every year they have like a leadership weekend, kind of like a retreat to get all the fellows together, meet each other, and kind of learn what it means to be a fellow and to be a leader within college athletics. So I was fortunate enough to be in Oregon for about a week. Every day we're going to the Adidas headquarters, and it was really great to partner with them and do a case study on, like what college athletics, is changing. And we got to hear great speakers, past and present McLendon Fellows, and that was really one of the great experiences. And obviously with the league now, I've been able to head a few of the communications efforts that we're doing with our sports and preparing for championships, storytelling efforts, the whole 9 yards.
It's really exciting. What would you say are some of the key things you've learned, whether it's through some of the specific programming as a fellow or even just working in the league office the last 2 years?
Yeah, I think I've really just learned, how to be a part of a team. The Horizon League is, kind of close-knit, family, to put a bit better terms. And I've learned how to, to be a valuable team member. I'm not only leading some projects, but also, being a good follower and learning, just how to best serve the student athletes at the end of the day. That's what we're here for. And I've really enjoyed meeting all our admin throughout our 11 institutions and seeing, what their day-to-days are like and, how can I help them do their job better.
Sounds like you've benefited a lot from being in the foundation and this opportunity with the Horizon League. So what is your hope for the future of the foundation and the legacy of Coach McLendon?
Yeah, it's really an honor to be mentioned in the same breath as him. He did so much for our sport of basketball, but not just basketball, sports in general, and college athletics and pro as well. So the future of that, I hope it keeps growing. I hope we keep adding new positions in different areas throughout college athletics, and I hope the family of the John McLendon Fellows keeps together. I was fortunate enough to see a few of my current fellows the other day at a event with the NCAA, and just seeing them reminds me of how important this foundation is, and I just hope it keeps impacting other people like it's impacted me.
That's great. And obviously we're getting ready to celebrate Coach McLendon with our week-long celebration, a lot of basketball events, but really just highlighting his accomplishments. Why do you think it's important for us to continue to share that legacy of his?
Yeah, kind of what I mentioned earlier, just how important he was to our landscape. I think keeping legacies going is what helps us keep going. I think history, the famous saying, history. If you don't know history, you're doomed to repeat itself. And I think knowing our history only helps us, get better with time. And like I said earlier, we're here for the student athletes, so keeping his legacy going, keeps improving a landscape that fosters so much growth and development for our student athletes.
Absolutely. We're really honored here in the league office to be able to play a small part in the role of educating people about Coach McLendon. One more question I wanted to ask you, Kobe. What's next for you after this fellowship here in the league office?
Yeah. So my fellowship here ends in June. It's going to be a bittersweet moment, but literally 2 days after I finish here, I'll be able to start as a postgrad intern with the NCAA and their internal and memory communications department. So I'm really excited for that. But I'll always be really grateful for the moments and the knowledge I've learned here at the Horizon League.
It's exciting.
I'll be right down the street, so I'll
we're really excited to be able to keep you in Indy here. That's awesome. Okay, one more question for you. Okay. This is a little bit more of a fun one. You know how we like to play start, bench, cut here on our golden hour. Okay. So 3 options for you. This is coming a little bit off the Super Bowl halftime show, so that helps you with the theming.
Okay.
Drake, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar. Start, bench, cut, Kobe.
Okay. Well, if you know me, I'm an avid J. Cole fan, so I'm starting J. Cole.
Okay.
Maybe controversial, but I'm starting J. Cole. So that means I'm benching Kendrick Lamar and I'm cutting Drake. I know Drake's been getting a lot of that lately. But yeah, that's my start, bench, cut. I'm sticking to it.
All right, perfect. Love it. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today, Kobe. We're looking forward to the McLendon celebration and following you as you continue your career here in Indy.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching this week's episode of the Golden Hour. Be sure to follow along on social media with us this week as we continue our Coach John McLendon celebration. You can follow us at Horizon League. We hope you make a major impact in everything you do this week. Are you hungry? Cluster Truck is Indy's go-to delivery and pickup kitchen. With always free delivery and over 100 menu items, there is something to satisfy everyone's craving. Hand-stretched pizzas, pad thai, tacos, salads, wraps, burritos, and more delivered directly to your curb. Delivering to Fountain Square, downtown Indy, Carmel, Castleton, Broad Ripple, Fishers, and more. Use code HLRadio at checkout to receive $5 off your next order of $20 or more. Order now at clustertruck.com.